Hey there and happy Thanksgiving! Today we're gonna learn how to draw a turkey. No, that comes later. Don't tell it turkey. This turkey, we're gonna do it using only crayons. So grab your box of crayons and a blank piece of paper and let's get to it. We're gonna use only 6 colors today. Okay, we've got orange, brown, raspberry, purple, red, and a dark yellow. And we can use 6 colors, but we can also make shades of these colors by pressing light or hard on the piece of paper with them. Let me show you how.
So if you take one crayon and you push hard, the color comes out pretty dark, right? Now try right next to it, pushing light. The color looks completely different. Light and dark from the same color. Now try doing a gradient, and that means dark and then slowly releasing some of the pressure all the way up to light. Whoa, that's a gradient, light to dark in the same space.
Did you know that a group of turkeys could be called a rafter, a gaggle, or a flock? Interesting. Also, they can swim. Who knew? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting facts just like that. Okay, let's get to our drawing.
You can use your practice sheet of paper or the same piece of paper. We're gonna start by making the shape of a question mark. Are you ready? Go like this, nice hook, and down, but without the little dot at the end. Okay, right next to it, we've got brown in our hands. We're gonna do 2 ovals, 1, 2 for the eyes. You can add the little pupils in there, 1, 2. Mine's looking to the side. Maybe he's looking for people who want to eat some turkey. And then we'll do a triangle right here, triangle pointing down, and a little lip underneath. And that little beak of his, like that. Okay, then we can complete the head around here, continue the neck. And what you're gonna do with the body is you're gonna come right out and back. You can take this one and down. Okay, this guy can turn into a little wing, a little chicken wing there. Another wing down here. He's so cute already. Okay, and now for the legs, it's kind of like he's wearing little shorts. One down here, one down here. There we go. And let's see what's next. Let's switch to orange and color in just the top part of the beak. You can push hard and end with soft near the edge of the beak. See, that's a gradient, hard to light. We're gonna do the feet since we have our orange. You can do 2 sticks almost down to the ground, but leave some room at the edge of your piece of paper. And we'll do 1 arch out on each side for the feet. You're gonna give 3 little toe claws. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 little back claw that arches down like that. Make some little stripes on his legs. Using orange, we're gonna keep on going. We can start with the feathers. Okay, so we'll do 3 layers of feathers today. We'll start with 1. These are just large U's upside down, going all the way around the little turkey. There we go. And then don't forget to continue on the other side. Even though you can't see it, we know it's there. Maybe a little bit pops out on this side. Not too much. Maybe some pops out on his head. It's gonna look different every time you draw it. This is already different than my practice drawings. Next, we're gonna do another layer of feathers, and these are gonna be slightly bigger, okay? So these are long and wide. Da-dum, da-dum. There we go. Oh, it looks so cool. Arching all the way, and they get smaller as they go down to the edge. There we go. And 1 more layer of feathers, and it's just a tiny layer. It's like these little zigzags in the back. Little ruffles. All the way there. There we go. There's our drawing, and now we get to have fun coloring. So what I like to do is some shading, and I'll show you how I do it, but feel free to do your own way. Maybe you have a different way you like to color, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna shade in the dark parts, imagining where the shadows are. Okay, so there's probably a shadow here behind these two parts of his body as they connect. There's probably a shadow right here because the legs are underneath his main body. And I'm pushing hard with the brown so that it gets dark. There's going to be a shadow under the head with a beak. And I'll just kind of round it out under this little turkey thing. I need to figure out what that is. If somebody knows, you can comment in the video. And then let's do just some light shading on one side of his body. See how I'm doing that? Just light pressure on just that side. We're imagining the light is coming from here. So that means there's a little bit of shading everywhere, but especially on the left side of his body since the light's coming from the right. Or the left side of our page, I guess. We'll have a little bit of shadow underneath the wings. I'm using brown with a light touch this time. There we go. Looks pretty cool. I'll color in the rest of his shorts with light brown. Awesome. You can add some details like feathers, whatever you think makes it look really extra special. A couple of layers of feathers. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Let's finish up that beak. We had some orange on top. I think it needs dark orange on the bottom to emphasize that shadow. And let's color some light yellow on top. So it's extra shiny and stands out. We can color the feet with our yellow. Use a light touch with the yellow so that you can still see the orange stripes going down his feet. I love doing art with crayons. It's so much fun because it reminds me of when I was a kid. Let's make these turkey feathers here yellow. You can use a light touch or a dark touch. I'll show you how you can add some detail in a minute here. Don't forget all the little spaces where they're peeking out behind his body. I'm using a light touch with this crayon. And then look at this, I can use a dark version of this crayon by pushing hard, and I'll make some details in the feathers. Push hard, and then here's the feather details. Push hard. And that way you can see kind of layers in the yellow, and it makes it look more interesting. Dark and light, dark and light. You can just kind of imagine the details behind here. You don't have to fill it all in. I think I'll add some dark yellow around where it connects to the brown part, because I imagine there would be a shadow there. But dark yellow there. And then I'll release a little bit of the pressure to make it kind of medium so it fades into that light yellow. There's so much you can do with crayons. And even just 6 colors like we're using today. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's use the red next. And we'll do this turkey gobbler. That's what I'll call it. I'm gonna push hard because that thing is really a deep, dark red. Just fill it in really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna fill in the next round of feathers right here with a light touch of red. You can see you can add some detail and make it look really nice when you change the direction of how you're coloring. So I could color any direction like this. or this, but I'm choosing to go this way because that's the direction the feathers are going. It makes it look really professional and nice for your finished picture. So it's kind of fanning all out, just like when you draw sunshine with all the sun rays. And remember, you can always pause the video if I'm going too fast or you need a little extra time. Okay. Now in these sections in between the feathers, I'm going to push hard, and then medium, and then release the pressure. I'm changing the direction of my crayon drawing to give it some more interest. Pushing hard, and that's because there's a shadow in between the two rows of feathers. That makes it stand out more. And I'll imagine there's a shadow back here too, even though we can't really see the feathers in front of it. It helps just the head and the beak to stand out nicely too. Okay, now I'll leave it like that, but if you want, you can always add the details of the feathers just like we did for the yellow row. And we're gonna finish up with a raspberry on the back. And I'm gonna color this dark so that it shows up against the red. I think that looks really cool. Sometimes when I'm coloring on the edge, it actually helps to turn the paper upside down, just like I'm doing here. It helps give me extra control by bringing the color space closer to where my hand is. I have more control over where the crayon is going. And see how I'm coloring away from the turkey, just like the sun rays. And then I'm kind of outlining the feather beneath it so that I get it all colored in really nicely. All right, ooh, that looks so cool. I'm gonna outline this edge here so that it finishes it off nicely. There's a couple finishing touches you can do. If you're happy with your turkey now, you can call it done, but there's some extra pieces we can always do to just make it look over the top awesome, like the artist I know you are. Okay, so purple is a really good color for shadows, believe it or not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this for the little gobbler to outline it like this. See, it looks almost 3D. It's right on just one side. I outlined the purple there. And then I'm gonna outline a little bit of the head on this side because I feel like it's kind of blending into what I did on this side. See, like that? And then I'll kind of outline a little bit of that and shade a little bit. Yeah, that's awesome. It really stands out. I think it needs a little bit on the shorts over here. And then maybe I'll use the purple for doing this feathers. So the crayon I thought would be cranberry is actually called red violet, and it turned out way more purple than I thought. So we're just gonna call that purple, and to fulfill my promise to you, I found a different color that poses as cranberry. This one's called magenta, and it's actually way more red. So what we're gonna do is, if you would like to add some final details, I just added another stripe on our gobbler here so it stands out perfectly. And I outlined these feathers so that they are more emphasized against the purple background. And then I just outlined the little part of his eyes so that he's got more standout eyes. That's all I did with our little cranberry. It just pulls the rest of the piece together.
Woohoo, you did it! If you loved drawing with me, grab mom or dad and check out the next video for kids just like you.